welcome to Millis Community Media's coverage of Millis Mohawk Varsity Volleyball. I'm Paul Ayton alongside Thomas LaPred, getting ready to welcome the Norton Lancers to the Andy Murak Gymnasium, where they'll take on the Millis Mohawks. For the Mohawks, they come in riding their longest winning streak of the season at 3 games. They've won their last 3. Meanwhile, the Lancers, they come in with an impressive record of 11-6. And they were able to beat our Mohawks 3-1 in Norton. Mohawks will look to return that favor. And it's an interesting opportunity for you Mohawks with just 2 games remaining in the regular season, this one and a Friday night affair against the Varian brothers. Mohawks could use a win here, maybe move up a spot in the power rankings, currently sitting at number 29, which would send them on a date with the ever-strong Medfield Warriors. Hawks would love to avoid that if they can, at least early in that tournament. Rosters are confirmed. The libero Frank DeLuca will check in as Pat Halloran heads off. He's got Ryan Fitzgerald, Dylan McGuire, Thomas Labens, Michael Tobin, and Jonathan DeSantos are your starting 6 for your Mohawks. It is number 5, Jordan Moore to serve. He sends it over. McGuire's got it, and we are underway. And it's back to McGuire over the D. And we'll see. I think we had a center line violation on the Lancers. Point to the Mohawks. They'll get the side out. And it'll be Labens back to serve. As always, we thank you for watching on your various media devices. Got a piece of jewelry that wasn't taken off. Head coach of the Lancers grabs that, and we now have our whistle, and we're back to action here. Serve is over, set to the corner, swung on, intercepted. Can they get off the net? No. So back-to-back side outs. Labens kind of reached up. I think it was going to be inbounds. Not a bad play there, but not able to elevate to kind of create some offense for the Mohawks. Serve on the way once again. That's actually DeSantos, not McGuire. Well, better than errant pass. Free ball coming up, thrown deep. It's DeLuca. Over to McGuire, over the defense, off the fingertips and out of bounds. So, kill for McGuire as he'll head back to the service line. Lancer sideline making some noise. Crowd filling in. On the Mohawk side of the gym. 2 Lancer fans on hand as well. Big swing and kill. And that's what we need to be watching for tonight, folks. That's big number 9, Andrew Stroini. And Andrew, watching him during warm-ups, taking some swings well above the net. It's going to be hard for the Mohawks to defend. Try to get the hands up, try to get in position, but he's got some ups for sure. Serve on the way. Santos back set Fitzgerald into the net. Back-to-back points for the Lancers. They have the early lead here, 3-2. Mentioned in the opening, Lancers took the first matchup of the season in Norton, 3-1. That serve catches the net, big swing, Tobin kills it. The Mohawk team has settled into their rotations, they've settled into their offense. Again, winners of 3 straight, playing some good volleyball. It's 3-3 here. Mohawks certainly try to work for a different outcome. 9 again, over the D, Labens there. Halloran, errant pass, Tobin can't hit the free ball. Ball kind of heading away from him. Tough play on the errant pass. Michael comes off, shaking his head, but not much he could do about that. And this is Benson Chang for the Lancers. Not your Lancers, but the Lancers' errant attempt there. So set up the ace for Benson. Pat Halloran, the senior captain, wants that one back. Serve on the way. Looked like a service line violation, but very close. No call, swing by 9, killed his second of the game. Nice adjustment midair. set wasn't on target, but was able to use that long reach, put it in play. Chang with a couple back-to-back. Lancers double their pleasure at 6-3. Serve on the way. Well, he runs right up to that service line. Set. Fitzgerald, he's blocked up front. Halloran gets to that. You have to punch. DeSantos punches that over smartly. Set wasn't there. Big swing. Gonna be wide. Anybody touch it? No. So Mohawks get the side out. Needed it. Keep the game close early, win late. Talented Lancer team. Brian Fitzgerald, one of the 8 seniors on this Mohawk team. Blocked up front. Free ball coming over. Mohawks will look to take advantage. Labens, McGuire, dug out in the corner. Gonna be a trouble ball, and it's into the net. Started with the block up front. Halloran, I want to say DeSantos, got the hands up. Straining, not able to elevate. Quick throw over. Mohawks are ready. It's a bit of an overpass. They just set it. He sets off target. Free ball coming up. Fielded by Fitzgerald. Over to DeSantos. Big swing. Handled by the libero, but it goes down. No elevation on the dig. We are tied at 6. So back and forth we go. See, swing off the block. That's going to be out of bounds off the Mohawks. And we'll take this opportunity, Thomas, to say the score is 6-7, which I know is a big thing in these parts, in the high school halls here at Millis High School. Here in the Andy Morak Gymnasium, Pauline Thomas LaPrade bringing you the action. Halloran with the stop. And I'll tell you, that was a tough play. Well, ball was a little off target. Halloran floated for a minute, put it away. We are tied at 7. Senior co-captain checking off. Timmy Kraus. That one's going to be out of bounds. Should be point to the Mohawks. It is. 8-7. Favor your Mohawks, 2 in a row. Serve on the way. Kicked up front, they set to the corner. Big swing off the block, and it falls. Not sure if Halloran and Labens got their hands on it. It's kind of off the net first, bounced up in the air, and then a lot of top spin headed to the center of the floor. Serve on the way in this crazy 8s game. That's going to be a free ball. They set it, pass it up front. Now the set, big swing, and that hit our way. Out of bounds. Fitzgerald on the dig attempt. Thomas ready to field that one, I think. Thomas is smiling and laughing. He's like, hey, I thought I was going to get a souvenir. I don't think we get to keep them, though. I would have tried for you, though. Big swing, and killed to the line. And Halloran back to the service line. Fitzgerald, DeSantos, McGuire, Tobin, Labens make up your Mohawk 6. Set to the corner, big swing, and I think we'll get we're going to get a net violation. Kind of saw that from here. Couple unforced errors for the Lancers. Mohawks with the 10-9 lead. Back and forth we go. Mohawks serving well, back set, tipped over the D smartly, killed by number 3 of the Lancers, and that's Bryson Cartier. And that was a nice play. Bryson, the block was there, no elevation, tipped over it wisely for pay dirt, and we're tied again. Once again, a 10. And we'll see, service ace right down the line. Little miscommunication. I mentioned earlier, Thomas, the 8 senior Mohawks. It's actually 9 as I look at the posters along the wall. We'll get to them on senior night in a few days. For now, kind of back to action here, and we'll see what the call is. Didn't quite see it. The net did move quite a bit. May have been another net violation when the hands strike the net. Set to the back, they tip over, dug out. Fitzgerald, McGuire tips over the D, they dig it, and they're gonna keep it in play, push it to the corner, Mojic up close. And that is gonna be some good offense by the Lancers. Kind of scrambled there. Made the play. Very impressive. 12-11 as we continue to go back and forth. Serve on the way into the net, and it's gonna be a service error. Looking to go down that line again. Caught the tape, bounced. Mohawk bounce, if you will. Timmy Krause back into this one to serve. McGuire comes off. Frank DeLuca back into this one, the senior libero. Serve on the way. Set, big swing coming up. Almost dug by DeLuca. He was in good position. Maybe a foot off of the center of the ball, and that really kind of forced the reach a little bit. Couldn't elevate it. And they get the kill. And again, that's Andrew Stroini. He's gonna have his points for sure. Mohawks will have to account for that. Off the block, killed by Fitzgerald, out of bounds. Mohawks tie it up at lucky 13. Had a feeling this could be a little bit close. Is proving to be the case early. Lancers let that one go. Wisely sails out of bounds. Service error. Michael Tobin will head off. DeLuca will head in. Chang with the serve, runs up to the line as he does. Fitzgerald, Halloran, Stein. They tried to get the block in position, couldn't finish it. Halloran with his second kill of the night. Halloran with 2, Stroini with 3 for the Lancers. Fitzgerald has 1. And he's gonna catch the tape there. 15-14 in favor of the Lancers as Stroini goes back to serve for Norton. The opposite of Chang's serve, he just kind of walks up to the line. McGuire with the swing, and that's going to be killed. I'll check that to Santos. My apologies. Hard for Dylan to get that kill while he was on the bench. So he'll check in. Timmy will head off. Santos back to serve. Jump serve on the way, floats it over, and the pass is off target. And the Mohawks, with a couple back-to-back points, take the lead as we go back and forth on serve here. A little more pace to that serve. They set corner, blocked up front. That's Halloran with the stuff. That with his second block, unofficially. We are in a steamy Andy Marek gymnasium. And that's block attempt is going to fall this time on the side of the Mohawks. Got between Pat and the net. Laban's there to help. Thomas, what do you think? 76, 77 in here, I'd say. It's a little steamy, not too bad for a very hot May day. Down the line and wide. But down in Coffin corner right in front of the Lancer head coach. She put her hand up pretty quick. Referees agreed. Serve catches the net. Makes it over. McGuire sets off target. I think the Mohawks are going to get the point. They are. What? Wait. And I think they're going to say McGuire was over the center line. Coach Jackson doesn't agree. I'm not sure I do, but call has been made. And Lancers take the 1-point lead. So once again, we just go back and forth. They're deep into set one. McGuire with the kill. Right down the middle. 2 feet inside the line. Tobin will head back in. Halloran dribbles just underneath the basket, sends a serve deep. They let it travel long and floated on Pat. He'll head off. DeLuca back in. Short break for Frank. 19-18. We creep deeper into set one here. Nobody has taken command yet. McGuire, nice punch over. Tobin wisely gets out of the way. That second touch possibility. They punch over a free. Let's see if the Mohawks can take advantage. Set to McGuire. It's off target. He punches it. Dug up front. They set to the corner. Tipped over. DeLuca's there. Longest rally of the game. Fitzgerald. And let's see. They got the free ball it. They do. The rally continues. Set to McGuire. This time it's better. Down the line and killed. McGuire with his fourth. Labens with the serve. Is it going to make the net? It doesn't. He tried the short floater. Not a bad idea. They'll change up. Does it just caught enough tape to bounce backwards. And it is the Lancers first to 20. Serve on the way. They let it go. And no touch. DeLuca did everything but touch that one, but sailed on by. Frank, 4-year starter of this volleyball team, wisely up front. It's Fitzgerald with the block. And it's the Mohawks 21, Lancers 20. Wow. Stroini blocked up front. Serve on the way, and it's long. Another service error. Those starting to drag up just a little bit. McGuire will head off. It's Timmy Krause into this one. Fitzgerald, Labens, and Tobin up front. DeSantos in the back. He's going to maybe get to this. No. So a little miscommunication between DeSantos and DeLuca. And Mohawks need to stop here. 22-21 Lancers. You want to be first to 23, I think. Krause with the errant pass, and it unfortunately will be the Lancers at 23. We're going to get our first time out of the game. It's gone back and forth. Coach Jackson bring in his Mohawks. They'll talk it over. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. So we are back to pseudo-live action, as my colleague Doug Coots likes to say during varsity basketball season. I'll run with that. The libero for the Lancers throws it up, serve on the way. DeLuca's got a nice pass up front. Labens back set. Fitzgerald. And I think they're going to say it was touched. Good thing, bounced about a foot and a half out of bounds. Mohawks desperately needed that side out. They get it. They need a serve here. Michael Tobin throws it up, sends it on the way. Bit of a safe serve. They're going to set Stroini into the nets. And it's the Mohawks tying it up at 23. Stroini went with a big swing, kill attempt. Caught the tape. Tobin serve, tips off the net. Lancers scramble, they'll send the free ball deep. Halloran throws it into the corner. Dug out by the libero nicely. Stroini tips over the D, and the Mohawks scramble defensively. Fun rally, Stroini off the net, out of bounds! And we're gonna get a timeout from the Lancers. Mohawks 24. Oh, wait a minute. Check it. Now, I think the call is it was off the Mohawks. So it's going to be game point for the Lancers off the side out. Wow. Really thought that rode the net. Didn't really see an opportunity for the Mohawks, but the call is off the Mohawks. They need the point here, force a little overtime. McGuire passes off target. Long, it's long! Yes, and it's the Mohawks tying it up at 24. Turning into a little bit of a fan on that one, Thomas. Great set. You hate that someone's going to lose it. Both teams have played fantastic volleyball. Serve on the way, passed up front. They set to Stroini off the block. Kraus. DeLuca just beautifully, they send the free ball over. Lancers set it up. Stroini again, he kills it. You can always tell who the player on a team is when they need the point, and clearly Andrew Stroini is that player for the Lancers. Way above the net, perfect set, and the Lancers with a chance to take set number one. Got to win by 2, 25-24. Kraus gets to it. Labens over to DeSantos, off the net. Overpass, put down, and the call, midcourt violation, or center line violation. McGuire will check in, Kraus heads off. We're tied at 25. We're going to play 2 more points. DeSantos back to serve. I know I'm going to need a break after this first set, Thomas. I know that much. I'm glad I brought some water. Check the heart rate in a minute. Swing coming up into the net. And the Mohawks with a chance to win set number 1. 26-25, favor of you Mohawks. If you're not into this one, I'm not sure what we got to do, but crowd's into it, making some noise. Serve on the way, intercepted by Stroini. Big, they tip over. Halloran blocks the floater. Another punch over, and it's Pat Halloran! Stuffs it back home, and the Mohawks take set number 1. We'll be right back. Set number 2 will begin in just a moment. And we are just about ready to start set number 2. Tom Labens has the ball with DeLuca, Timmy Kraus, Jonathan DeSantos, Michael Tobin, and Ryan Fitzgerald make up your 6 for the beginning of set number 2. Swing, punched over, Labens gets to that. Kraus with the set, Fitzgerald with the swing, he's blocked up front, punches it over nicely. Lancers set, big swing, and they punch that over, a little left-handed stab kill by number 7, Elton Avora. Elton back to serve, as seems often the case, make a good play and grab the ball. He'll throw it up, send it over. DeLuca passes that up front. Labens with the sets, off time. Is it gonna work out? Yes. Kind of some broken offense, but it works out. McGuire will head in, Timmy Kraus will head off. Jonathan DeSantos, one of the Holliston High School players with the co-op this year. Jonathan's serve goes into the net. I know I've gotten his name wrong a couple times, so give him a moment here. Jonathan having a really good game. So it's the Lancers 2, Mohawks 1. Mohawks will have to be ready for a little extra intensity from the Lancers. Hard fought set number 1. They lose it late, 27-25. Look for them to bring a little bit of energy. Saw a little of that on the last kill, but service error breaks some of that momentum. Tobin sends it deep. Set, it's off target, so they throw it over. A little bit of an overpass. Can they convert it? They do. It's Halloran again. And Halloran taking the off-target set and puts it away. Nice play by the senior captain. Tobin sends his serve over, passed up front. Stroina tips it over. Labens is there. Bad pass. Collected by McGuire nicely. Big swing coming up off the net. And not going to be able to get to it. Spiked up, went up, hit the roof. Here at the Andy Morak Gymnasium. We're good for 1 or 2 of those a night. So it's a side out to the Lancers. And Chang to serve. Runs up to that line once again. And Halloran with the kill. Unofficially, I got Pat for 5 kills on the night. None bigger than the one that finished the set. Set number 1. Serve laser by Fitzgerald. Somehow collected. And let's see what the call is. They're going to say center line violation anyway. He came flying up trying to get to that. Nice effort. It was going to float out of bounds, I think. I was kind of blocked out by the referee on the floor. Fitzgerald's another serve. This one travels a foot long. And it's 5-4 in favor of your Mohawks. We're halfway through May. Many of these seniors have finished their academic careers here at the high school. We'll be talking about them for their last home game coming up later this week. First order of business is the Lancers. Little broken offense there. Mohawks send the free ball over, reset defensively. And Halloran initially blocked it, kind of bounced back at him. Couldn't do much with it, and we are tied at 5. Second set, looking a lot like the first one. Set way. Halloran's having a night when you convert that set. He was looking for the short set, got the high one, somehow got his fingertips on it, sent it down to its coffin corner. It found pay dirt. His 6th kill, none harder than that one, using every inch of his reach to do it. As Timmy sends the serve over. Big swing. I'm gonna say it was wide. No touch by your Mohawks. 2-point lead in this one, 7-5, finds the net. Rare service error for Timmy Kraus. Pretty reliable from the line. We're gonna get back-to-back service errors as that one finds the back of the head of one of the Norton Lancer players. Bryson Chartier having a laugh over that. Wasn't much on it, just kind of a miss hit. So DeLuca back to the service line. His customary dribble and send. Passed up front. Short set. Mohawks able to collect it. They'll send a short free ball over. Swing, thrown down. Can Cruz get to it? No. So the Lancers collect the ball, trailing by 1, 8-7. Serve on the way. It's Fitzgerald to Labens, over to DeSantos, and he's blocked, but out of bounds. Point to the Mohawks. 9-7. Mohawks lead this one. Labens throws it up, sends it on the way. Passed up front. They set to the middle. Big swing's gonna go long. Was it touch? No. Point to the Mohawks. And took a look down at the Norton Lancer head coach. See if we get a timeout there. We don't. Play continues. Nice serve there. Punch down. DeLuca can't get to it, and they kill it. So Lancer coach smarter than me. They get the side out. Elton Evora. Good serve. Mohawks pass it. And it's killed by Fitzgerald. Off the block, falls on the Lancer side. Like maybe some miscommunication, but works out. McGuire back in. Timmy will head off. So it's McGuire, Fitzgerald, and Tobin along the front. Labens, DeLuca, and DeSantos in the back. And that one's going to find the net. Lancers trail in this one by 2. I do not think Thomas's gym is getting any cooler. I could be wrong. DeLuca kind of mishandles the serve. Let's see. And Fitzgerald trying to just keep the play alive, punched it into the corner, no one there. And we have a 1-point game. Mohawks have been able to get their side outs, collect points when they've needed them. Labens with the set. And it's Dylan McGuire with the kill. Too easy, Dylan. Perfect set from Labens. Dylan jumps out of the gym, gets above the net, is able to put it away. No short delay there. One of the players a little too close to the court. They move him back. We resume action, set, and killed. Andrew Stroini with his unofficial 5th kill of the match. And it's 12-11 here. Mohawks with the 1-point lead, trying to hang on to it. Labens collects the pass. And it's Fitzgerald with his wing and kill off the block attempt to Stroini out of bounds. Fitzgerald will dribble up to the service line. Gets the whistle. Serve on the way, catches the tape. They dig it nicely. Stroini gonna throw it over. Halloran with the partial block. Let's see what the call is. Like I say, they carried it. And we are gonna get a timeout. So at the Mohawks 14, the Lancers 11. Head coach of the Lancers calls timeout. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Mohawks and Lancers retake the floor, 14-11 as the buzzer sounds. We are ready to resume action. Fitzgerald, couple dribbles, sends it on the way. They pass it up front. Set to Stroini, big swing, dug out by McGuire. He'll get to it. Check that, it's DeSantos, and I apologize, they just look so much alike. Looks long, it is. I'll tell you, if you're watching at home, number 14, number 2, same size, same build, same haircut. I mean, it's been a little tough for me, but nice play by Jonathan DeSantos. Both playing extremely well, McGuire and DeSantos. Can they get the free ball over? They do, that is Dylan. Set across, Stroini with the big swing, long. So the timeout for the Lancers does not pay the early dividend. Couple back-to-back points since. Fitzgerald back to serve, sends it deep, and it does travel about a foot long. Ryan going for it deep, just misses. Mohawks with the 4-point lead, 16-12. Stroini back to serve, sends it over. It's DeSantos. McGuire, big swing down the line, handled by the libero. Mohawks block it up. Save some time. It's Halloran. He's dug out, overpass. They put it back. And no. So broken play on both sides. A lot of deflected balls there. But it is the Lancers who get the point. Stroini back to serve. He does his customary walk up. Throws it short. It's McGuire. Set. Back to McGuire. Swung and killed. Dylan McGuire with the kill. So Dylan will head back to the service line. Mohawks lead by 4, 17-13. Serve on the way. Fielded. Looked like it might have been wide. Tipped over, punched up in the air. It's DeLuca. And McGuire sends the free ball over. Mohawks reset defensively. Big swing by Stroini. He puts it away from 10 feet back. Nice kill. Serve floaters to Luca. Nice pass to Labens. Sets off target. They go down the line nicely. DeSantos, beautiful shot. They tip over the block attempt for the kill. And the 4-point lead has become 2. Mohawks would like the side out here. Maintain control of the set. See what Coach Jackson does here if the Mohawks can't convert. Nice serve collected by DeLuca. Fitzgerald with the swing. I gotta say it's long. Looked like it. Not long by much, half a foot, maybe a foot. Really close, but we are in a 1-point game. 17-16. Santos with the swing, they let it go, and like that we are tied up. Referee looked at Coach Jackson and said, "Are you gonna call timeout?" He almost did. I thought he was going to. He opts not to. Let his team keep playing. They're playing well. Off the block and killed. Coach knows what he's doing, apparently. Doesn't need the timeout to get the side out. Mohawks retake the lead. It's 1 at 18-17. Pauline alongside Thomas LaPrade bringing the action from the Andy Morak Gymnasium. Game number 18 of the season for the Mohawks and Lancers. Off the block, out of bounds. Side out to the Lancers. Lancers firmly seeded into the tournament. Mohawks still living a little bit on the bubble, though their entrance seems likely at number 29. Playing well here, that'll help. Tobin with the swing, it's dug out. They punch it over. Timmy passes it up front. Tobin take another swing at it. He kills this one. Michael Tobin. Big number 33 in the middle, putting it away. And the Mohawks once again staying at least 1 on top here. Can they create some room here late in set number 2? Lancers middle swing to Luca. Can't dig it and keep it in play. And we are tied at 19. Lancers to serve. Punched over. It's DeLuca. Labens. Fitzgerald. Oh, beautifully dug out off the net. Well, let's see the reach over. So it's the Lancers with the lead, 20-19. Trying to listen in on the referee there to see what the call was, some type of violation. That's blocked up front. Tobin didn't get much of that one. DeSantos off the block and killed. Jonathan DeSantos, difference maker in this one, playing extremely well. He ties things back up at 20. Santos with the serve, passed up front by Stroiner. They'll go back to a big swing. Stays on the Mohawk side so fast. I think Tobin, who blocked it, wasn't sure which side it landed on. It hit his hands and was on the ground in an instant, but it was over the net on the Mohawk side. So the Lancers 21, Mohawks 20. If you think you're watching a replay of set number 1, you kind of are, but it is set number 2. Punch over. Overpass. Lancers will try to take advantage. They set Stroine, and he does kill it. Stays in bounds off Coach Jackson. And it's the Lancers with a 2-point lead, 22-20. Mohawks will take a timeout. So will we. So we are about ready to resume action. Mohawks need a side out here. Really need that timeout to pay the dividend right here. Serve on the way to Luca, high off the roof. McGuire punches it over. Stroine gets to it. They go back to him. It's off target. He'll tip over. I guess they touched it twice. He did. Kind of tried to two-hand it, but the ball was behind him. Caused the off-time contact. So the Mohawks do, in fact, get that side out. Tobin back to the service line. Need a good one here. Just Sends the safe one over, but it floats wide. Pretty easy decision there for Stroini, and they get the side out. Do get to 23, 23-21. Similar spot. Mohawks were in the last game. They were able to collect the side out right here. Let's see if they can do it again. DeSantos, Labens, Halloran kills it! Once again, it's Pat Halloran when they need him. Set to the middle, he puts it away. Big number 10, having a night. Ryan Fitzgerald serving well. We'll take some dribbles. Ball's up on the way, passed up front, set. DeLuca can't keep it in play. It's Stroini with the kill once again. Stroini will get the ball with a chance to give the Lancers set number 1, 24-22. Mohawks will look for the side out. Try to keep this one going. They're gonna need it right here. Stroini sends it over. DeSantos to Labens. It's off target. McGuire tips it over. Let's see what the call is. And McGuire over the center line ends set number 2. So it's the Lancers 25, Mohawks 22. They'll switch sides. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. So we are just about ready for set number 3. Paul Ayton, Thomas LePred, bringing you the hot action from the Andy Morak Gymnasium on the campus of Millis High School. Waning days of the school year. And it's been great back-to-back matches. That's going to be inbounds into Coffin Corner. For the point for the Mohawks, Labens will get ready to serve. Start to say the waning days of the school year. Varsity sports winding down. Boys baseball team picking up the win yesterday, playing again today. This one bit off target. They send the free ball over. DeSantos, Labens, Fitzgerald with the swing and kill. Mohawks leading this one 2-0. Not a surprise. The Norton rivalry in just about every sport I cover is always interesting. Lancers get the side out there. Certainly have had some exposure on the softball and basketball side, Thomas, and some really, really great matchups between these two schools over the years. Of course, if you want to go out to Mills Community Media's YouTube page, you can find a lot of those games. And that's blocked up front. Tobin with the swing attempt. And we are tied at 2. Serve on the way. Good one. Overpass. No damage initially. Stroini puts it away with the mini hit. Just kind of threw it into no man's land. Center of the defense got spread out a little bit. Stroini able to read that, put it away, and the Lancers with the 1-point lead here in set number 1. Energy gonna matter here. Labens saves the overpass, but can't. Fitzgerald dig that out. Right now your Mohawks a little flat. Labens, DeLuca, DeSantos along the back, McGuire, Fitzgerald, and Tobin along the front. Serve on the way, it's DeLuca. Labens, Fitzgerald, blocked up front. Bit easy there. Fitzgerald well off the net. Just early, a little bit early on the commitment for the big swing, and well read. Serve on the way. Santos, Labens, Fitzgerald, and the antenna goes down. We'll see. I think the swing attempt was off the antenna initially. That's what brought it down. So it's going to be out of bounds off the Mohawks. They trail in this one early, 6-2. Got to be careful here. We're gonna have a break in the action while the antenna is resecured. Little Velcro magic. One referee kind of reattaching it while the other referee ensures it's straight down the line. Started to mention, Thomas, some of your fine work on Mills Community Media's YouTube and other social media sites. Be sure to give us a like, a follow, subscribe. Leave us a comment, let us know how we're doing. Thomas and the rest of the production crew back in the office do an amazing job on not just Millis athletics, but all things Millis. Blocked up front by Stroini. Big swing by McGuire, a couple big hitters there combining. Stroini kills it. Set was off target, just kind of leaned back, followed through nicely. And it is 7-2. And Mohawks kind of need to get things going here. Get the side out. DeLuca wisely lets that go, and they will get the side out via the service error. Dylan McGuire will check out. Frank DeLuca will hand the ball off to Timmy Krause, who will go back to the service line. Timmy, one of the 9 seniors who woke up this morning with no school, off the block, out of bounds. A lot of balls headed our way tonight, Thomas. We're up here high above the court. Usually safe, but we've seen some action over here tonight. Nothing too close. I haven't had to dive to save Thomas or the camera. But I'm willing to, Thomas. I want you to know that. I'm here if needed. Nice save by DeLuca. Fitzgerald with the block, with the kill. And it bounced off of the head of Stroina. He went up for the block, kind of came down, hit him in the head. And it will be Tyler Sepulveda with the big serve, collected. Stroina goes down the line for the kill. Tyler came in for the serve, he'll check right back out. Like to see Tyler out there serving. He's capable of some really big jump serves. That was a good one. Stroina able to kind of get in front of it. It was headed down the line. He had to be in just good position. Timmy with a nice save on the long serve. DeSantos, that going to be a full touch. Pat Halloran reached up and said, oh no, don't touch this. It's going to be a 4th touch, and just touched it. 10-4 here. The Lancers have slowly kind of taken control of set number 3. Timmy once again kind of going backwards. Fitzgerald punches it deep. Mohawks reset. Tip over out of bounds. Block was there. Fitzgerald's Halloran forced the hitter for the Lancers to adjust. He couldn't keep it in play. So nice D by the Mohawks. And cut the lead in half at 10-5, but really need to get something going here. Fitzgerald sends it deep. They pass it up front. Big hit coming up. Killed. Guess who? Andrew Stroini. Their feet, as long as the Mohawks can't solve that, they're feeding him. Plays above the net, big hitter, into the tape for the service error will help keep this lead at 5. McGuire will head back in, one of the big hitters for the Mohawks. Him and Halloran, Fitzgerald, good nights killing, sharing the duty really, kind of spread it out kind of nicely. Short pass, they'll punch the free ball over. Halloran there for the block on the free ball. They throw it over, McGuire punches it up in the air. They'll get it back. They dig it out. That's a nice play by the libero, but the free ball coming up. Fitzgerald, Labens, Halloran stuffs it. Dad with his 6th. Couple of them have been monsters tonight. Mohawks kind of needed that there. Just keep a little momentum. Scored 3 of the last 4. Cut into this lead. It's 11-7. Serve on the way. They pass it up front. Set to the corner. Swing. It's going to land in bounds. I think it might have been off a Mohawk, but didn't go wide anyway. Lancers push the lead back to 5, where they've been living for a little while. Serve McGuire kind of went up. I think it's light. One of the lights that hangs down here from the Marac. Trying to collect the ball. It's slippery. The game ball is bounced off of everybody around here, Thomas. I know you're kind of paying attention to other things. I'm watching the ball bounce off about a half a dozen people before it was collected. They got a new ball, though. We're in back to pseudo live action. Punch deep, out of bounds. They're going to say a Mohawk touched it. Not sure who. Maybe DeSantos. He's kind of referencing the tips of his fingers. So the Lancers double their pleasure at 14-7. Halloran off target set. A little bit of lemonade, but Lancers go over the block attempt. No layers there for the Mohawks. We're going to get a timeout. Lancers lead by 8. 15-7. We'll be right back. And we resume pseudo live action here from the Andy Marac Gymnasium on the campus of Millis High School. Paulie and Thomas LaPrade bringing you the action as that serve sails into the net. Service error. So the timeout pays a dividend for Coach Jackson. He needs to get his Mohawks energy up a little bit here. Right now, a very hot gymnasium. Two very tough first two sets. And that's going to be an errant free ball attempt that sails very high up into the air, catches a piece of the ceiling. Here at the admittedly short ceiling Andy Marac Gymnasium, Thomas. Pass up front nicely, punched over. DeSantos gets to that. They send over to McGuire with the swing off the block and killed. Nice block attempt there by the Lancers, but McGuire too much. Too much height, too much power. Mohawks shrink the lead to 5. Was 7. DeLuca sends it deep. They pass it up front. Set to the corner, killed. Aiton Avora. I hope I'm probably not saying your name right, so I apologize, but Avora, number 7 of the Lancers, having a really good game. He's been hitting from that near side corner quite a bit tonight. Got a handful of kills. McGuire's going to add to his collection, though, right there. Nice receive, set, and kill. Mohawk system play on display there. Need more of that. It's there for them. Floater by Labens. Lancers getting some bench players. Could be a sign of just a hot gymnasium, a lot of energy being expended. And that is a nice dive attempt by the libero, who slides about 8 feet on his dive attempt to recover that errant pass, errant dig attempt. Mohawks 3 in a row, 16-12. Labens with another floater. They set to the corner. Dug out by DeLuca nicely. Fitzgerald smartly punches through the block attempt, overpass into the net. Mohawks, as close as they've been in a while, trail by 3, 16-13. Labens doing a nice job of mixing up the serves. This time he goes a little firmer, a little deeper, set to the corner. That's going to be wide, and no touch. 2-point game. Glance over at the Norton coach. No sign of a timeout quite yet. Laban sends another one. Kind of feeding Stroya off the block. It's DeLuca. Can they get to it? No, it just dug too high. Out of play. Laban's with the dive attempt. Lancers get the side out they need. Stretch it back to 3. Mohawks like a side out right here. Keep the momentum going. They're going to get it by service error. Lancer coach kind of grimacing on that one. She knows ill-timed. McGuire with the serve. Lancers struggling to keep some momentum here. Mohawks trying to keep the pressure on. A big swing coming up. Blocked up front. Is it going to be out of bounds? It is. Off the block. or maybe off the tape, I guess is the call, out of bounds. So Lancers get the side out, right back, serve on the way. It's DeLuca, Labens. Tobin with the nice adjustment on the set that was over the net. DeLuca can get to it because of Labens. Nice tip over by Tobin again. Punched over. A little bit of broken offense. Can the Mohawks collect it? Fitzgerald's off the tape with the swing. Big swing coming up. The block and killed. Andrew Stroyan. Another kill. Unofficially, I have him at 10. Labens, McGuire blocked up front. Labens again, back to DeSantos, off the block. This time it's good. And I said McGuire, meant Jonathan DeSantos on the swing attempt. Sepulveda will come back in for Michael Tobin. He'll grab the ball and head back to the service line. Could use a run here from Tyler. He can bring it. There's a little bit of a mix. Uses that big jump serve. He'll go right to the wall. He's going to toss it nice up. It's kind of short this time, maybe a little more safety. Good serve. Back to Stroyan and killed right in front of Labens. Nothing he can do. A lot of pace on that. Tyler going to stay in this one for a minute. 2016 in favor of the Lancers. Chang back to serve. Sepulveda, one of the Medway players on this co-op. He's had a good season from the junior. Any touch? No. DeSantos just couldn't swing through it without hitting the net. So Lancers in control here, back up to 5. Mohawks really need to side out right here. Give themselves some wiggle room. Fitzgerald blocked. Tobin gonna head back in, Sepulveda will head off. Kind of thought, need the side out here. Thought Stroyan might have been over the net early, but no call. DeLuca pass to Labens. DeSantos, he's blocked up front. Oh, and that's gonna go too far in the wrong direction. Mohawks in trouble here in set number 3, trailed by 7, 23-16. Serve on the way. Frank with a pass up front. Fitzgerald punches through the defense. Toss over. Krause, Halloran. And they're gonna say it wasn't touched off the swing attempt by Halloran off the net. He then touched it again. Not much you can do there. Mohawks will take a timeout. It's game point for the Lancers, 24-16. We'll be right back. So we get ready to resume action here. Lancers with several attempts at game point here. Halloran, Labens, Fitzgerald along the front. DeLuca, Timmy Krause, and Jonathan DeSantos in the back. Serve on the way. It'll be Timmy and Labens. Fitzgerald. They collect off the block. Nice swing by Ryan. DeSantos with the swing into the corner. And they're going to say no touch. And that's going to be game for the Lancers. Hard to imagine. No hands on that, but that's how set number 3 ends. So the Lancers with 2-1 lead will be right back for set number 4. Lineups have been confirmed. The ball is rolled in. Labens has it. Timmy Krause, Frank DeLuca along the back and ready for pseudo live action. I'm Pauline alongside my cameraman extraordinaire, Thomas LaPrade, bringing you tonight's action. Looks like that his swing attempt is going to travel long out of bounds. Point to the Mohawks. Mohawks need to pump the energy up. Saw Coach Jackson take his team into the locker room area in between sets, which is a little unusual. I think it was really just to remind them it's our gym. That one sails wide. Really make some noise, make the Marac a little uncomfortable for the visitors, and of course use that energy to play in what is honestly a warm gym tonight. There's no doubt it's tough in here. Swing attempt, Krause with a nice dig. Fitzgerald can't get to it. Hard to the floor. No knee pads for Ryan. I'm sure that would hurt me, Thomas. I don't know about you, but knee on the hardwood. He seems okay. Frank with a nice pass up front. Laban's across. Fitzgerald with a swing. Dug out nicely. They're going to send it up front. Free ball. Pretty good defense from the Lancers. That is blocked up front. Saved by Timmy Krause beautifully. Big swing. Timmy with another one. Can Labans help him? He does. Timmy throws it deep. And they're going to get him for a touch. Double touch. Timmy in pretty good position there. I'm not sure I agree with that call. We're going to get a yellow card issue. So we're going to get a stoppage. Yellow card has been issued. Not sure who it's been issued on. Could be Timmy Krause, who clearly didn't agree with the call. Timmy, one of the nicest kids you'll ever meet. Can't imagine we'll see any more of that. DeSantos into the net. So it's the Lancers with the 3-2 lead early here in set number 4. Kind of a quick yellow card there, Thomas. I don't know if pretty well contested game to this point. Certainly both teams into it. That's going to be behind the antenna. Out of bounds. Mohawks trailing this one 4-2. Need to keep the energy up. Keep your wits about you. A lot of volleyball to play. Krause with a nice save on the good serve. Punched into the corner. Good layers by the Lancers. Punch it over. Blocked up front to Santos. And let's see what the call is. Yeah, I guess they carried it. Tried to underhand it over the net. So Timmy will head off. McGuire heads in. Santos sends the serve down the line off the net. And let's see what the call is. Miss hit. So Jonathan serving tied up here at 4. Better energy from you Mohawks. Nicely passed up front. Swing. McGuire tips over the D. Good D by the Lancers. Striny throws it over. McGuire's there. No call on the double. Block off the block. Big swing and a kill. Striny with a good set. Good system play there from the Lancers. I think after the call on Krause, Mohawks and me looking for the double on the pass over, but not called, leads to the point. Serve on the way, it's DeLuca. McGuire, big swing down the line and killed into Coffin corner. We are tied at 5. Frank will head off as Pat Halloran enters. McGuire and Fitzgerald up front. Santos, Labans, and Michael Tobin back to serve. Mohawks could use some sustained play here. They're staying in it. The energy's better, but it's plays like that. Of course, got to come up, consider the block on Striny. And he just throws it into the corner, no one there. Chang to serve. He sends a floater over. Halloran collects it. Over to McGuire, big swing, blocked up front. They do punch it up in the air. Collect the free. Swing is long. Cross court attempt by Fitzgerald goes through untouched. 7-5. And the coach, Corey Jackson, now with the yellow card. So the Heat getting to everybody in here, Thomas. Your yellow card is next, I think. There we are. Back to action here. So everybody needs to cool down. We could use a cool breeze. A lot of hands reaching up, no touch. Student section just got quadrupled over there on the Mohawk side. Good to see a lot of students here. McGuire with the swing. Lance is just doing a terrific job of having layers, and Stroini kills that. Right now, Mohawks don't have a lot of answers for some pretty good defense from the Lancers and some good system play on offense. Mohawks pass it up front. Labens, Halloran. Again, just kind of not on time there. DeSantos with a defensive save. They're going to set, don't toss over. McGuire up to the task. Punch deep, long. Coach Jackson right along that back line, making the call along with the referees. Mohawks trailing this one by 3. Fitzgerald takes a few dribbles, sends it over. Nice serve, collected. Gonna set up Stroini, big swing and a kill. Kind of lost track with his kills tonight. Certainly well into the double digits. He is their big hitter. Four-point game. DeSantos to Labens. McGuire into the net. Mohawks trailing this one by 5. 11-6. As always, we want to thank you for watching on your various media devices. Be sure to give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe, leave us a comment. All of those things help us tremendously. That goes into the tape. Double touched by McGuire for the point. Lancers asserting themselves here. Mohawks in a little bit of trouble. 12-6, they trail. And McGuire into the net again. A little bit of a block there attempt, but certainly not a lot there. But we're going to get a timeout. Coach Jackson going to try to rally the troops. They trail by 7, 13-6. Here in a must-win set number 4. We'll be right back. And we are back to pseudo-live action. Little late buzzer there, but we're ready to resume from a hot and sticky Andy Morak Gymnasium on the campus of Willis High School. Serve on the way, it's DeLuca. Nice pass up front, Labens. Halloran kills it. Little better play there. That's what the Mohawks want to do. The one thing this game is not featured is kind of a lights-out server, someone who can put you on the defensive off the serve. Neither team really has that player. So these serves, for the most part, are being fielded. It's up to the Mohawks to serve, receive, pass well. That's going to be out of bounds. Timmy Kraus with the service error. Playing with the yellow card, going to have to keep his composure. The senior down to the last few games of his career. That's going to be off the block, out of bounds. The Mohawks with 2 of the last 3. Trying to get some momentum going here. Halloran will head off. Michael Tobin in. DeLuca back to the service line. Could use a run here. We've seen Frank, consistent server, have some runs throughout the season. Can place the ball well. He'll send it down into the middle. Short pass, big swing. DeLuca can't keep it in bounds. There's an early whistle. I'm going to say it hit out of bounds on the roof, but typically that's a ball they play. I think Coach Jackson just checking in with the official, wondering why they didn't get a chance to play that. They're going to say that it was out of bounds. Touching some of the roof, out of bounds. Swing, nice swing by Jonathan DeSantos. They do dig it out. They're going to throw a free ball over. DeSantos will collect that. Labens back to Jonathan. Big swing off the block. Dug out nicely, thrown deep. This is really what the Lancers have done really well, especially here in set 4. Fitzgerald's going to find the corner. It's a good ball. A little delay in the call, but Lancer coach is like, yeah, that was 2 feet in. So Mohawks will collect the point. Trailing this one by 6. Thomas Labens, number 17 for your Mohawks, back to serve. Waste no time. Deep press, sends it over. Set to the middle, blocked up front by Tobin. Another swing tipped over. Mohawks have some layers. DeSantos punches it deep smartly. They're going to throw down the line. Labens plays it. It's going to be close to being out of bounds, but smartly played. Back set from deep, blocked up front. Mohawks get it best volley of this fourth set. Big swing coming up, killed off the block of Tobin. Bryson Cartier, one of the captains on this team, all smiles on that one. Seems to be having some fun out there, talking up his teammates and the Mohawks as well, I see at times. Big swing, DeSantos blocked up front. Fitzgerald punches it nicely. Once again, the Lancers just reading the play well. That's going to travel long, should be out of bounds. It is. No touch on the way through, but Mohawks getting deeper into set 4 here. They got to have it if they want to force a set 5. 2-1 Lancers, and they got a 6-point lead here. DeSantos gonna have to get them going, and that's not gonna help. He went down the line, looking for the ace down the line, or a tough ball anyway. Out of bounds right in front of us by about a foot and a half. Maybe not the time for it. Mohawks down 7. Lancers with the ball. Nice set across. It's off target. McGuire tips it. Let's see what the call is. They're going to say center line violation by McGuire. And Mohawks in a bit of trouble here. Look across the court here. Thomas sees several members of the varsity football team in attendance. No, I'm reminded how soon we'll be covering those games out on Welch Field here. After hopefully what is a long and hot summer, Thomas, we all need after this last winter. Record snowfalls. That serve's going to sail long. And the Lancers starting to sense a 3-set answer to the Mohawks set 1 victory as they lead in this one 19-11. Mohawks are going to need kind of put an end to this right here. Let's see. It'll start with a service error. McGuire smartly lets that go along the line. Well read. Fitzgerald has the ball. Ryan capable. Ryan will put some heat on this serve. Could really use a good run. It's been a while since we had an ace. Not going to get one there. Kind of more of a safe serve by Ryan smartly. And Mohawks set up the block, and Stroini just tips over it. The Lancers 20, Mohawks 12. As always, I want to thank the administration for allowing us to bring you this action not only tonight, but throughout the school year. That's passed up front by Ryan Fitzgerald. Nice D by the Lancers. They're going to get him for a double touch. It's a tough play. Hands just off center just a little bit. One hand kind of guides the ball. It becomes more of a throw. As I began to say, I want to thank the administration for allowing us to bring you tonight's action as well as actions throughout the entire school year. We enjoy the opportunity to bring it to you. Overpass. Mohawks unable to clean it initially. DeSantos tips over. Lancers adjust to that. They'll tip over again. Little finesse play here. Bit like pickleball going on. Let's see if they set something hard. A big swing coming up. Kind of a mini swing. Labens, Halloran with the big swing. He's blocked. Fitzgerald passes up front. Labens tips over. Kind of the underhand tip over. Fitzgerald, McGuire got to that. Toluca sends the free ball to the middle. Well played by the libero. And that's going to be a parry. He just grabbed it and threw it down. Can't do that. Mohawks will get the point. McGuire back to the service line. Once again, in desperate need of a run here. Like to cut this lead in half. Give himself a chance. Trailing by 6, 2014. Punch over, blocked by Halloran. 20-15. See if McGuire's going to grant my wish. Got to get to about 20-17. to really keep this thing in range. McGuire with a good serve, passed up front. They go to the corner, big swing, dug out by DeLuca. Laban's going to chase it down out of bounds. Fitzgerald with the free ball. It's very short. They're going to set it quick. Big swing, blocked out of bounds. And my wish will not be granted. The Lancers collect the point. Back to a 6-point lead. We're going to get a Mohawk timeout. Trailing by 6, 21-15. We'll be back for the finish of this one. And we are ready to resume pseudo live action. The Lancers trying to close out the fourth and deciding set. Serve on the way. Laban's with the set, off time with Halloran. That has kind of been the story. I mean, Halloran's had a terrific game, but many of his kills have come on sets that just weren't quite on time. 22-15, short serve. Kraus gets to it. Laban's Halloran this time gets to it, but hits it long. And the Lancers closing in on a 3-1 victory. Mohawks going to need some magic here if they're going to force a fifth set. High jump serve. DeLuca can't reel it in. And it is set point for the Lancers. A lot of noise from the student. Players on the Lancers, their bench players making some noise. That serve's going to get into the net. Went for the jump serve. See, he's kind of playing around with something. They can do that up 9, now 8. So 24-16. Frank DeLuca back to serve. Mohawks played brilliantly in set 1. I thought played very well in set 2. Faded a bit in set 3, have been better here in set 4. That one's going to sail long, and that is going to do it. Service will end it. Lancers take the fourth and deciding set, 25-16, to wrap up their 3-1 victory. For Thomas LaPrade, I'm Paul Eaton. As always, we thank you for watching. Once again, Mohawks fall in this one, 3-1. We will see you for the game, regular season ending game for your Mohawks. It'll be senior night here. We'll bring you that coverage. Look out for that on your various media devices. Once again, Mohawks fall tonight, 3-1. For Thomas LaPrade, I'm Paul Eaton. Thank you and good night.